We're on the march. The empire's on the run, brother.
You know, and I think they know it, too. That's why they've amped up the rhetoric and the speed at which they're doing what they're doing, because there is no saving it. You know, a lot of people go, well, Ernie, what can we do to... You can't save it. You just need to survive it. You know, I'm looking... I have 4 children from 19 to 23. My daughter just got married Saturday, my oldest daughter. And, you know, I have, you know, them to think about the future and my grandchildren coming and all this. And I can see where the revolution kind of starts to focus not just on the younger people, but as you become a grandfather and you get into that age bracket, you kind of get locked here. It's not like I can go to some other country or just leave. You have so much room.
No, I was about to say, now that I have 3 children, I can envision my grandchildren. And it was just like when I had that professor on from the Netherlands, not from the Netherlands, from Denmark. He was saying Netherlands for Denmark. You know, he's getting attacked for exposing how there was thermite in the buildings, and he did the test. But he said, when I look at my 4 grandchildren and my children, it doesn't even matter. I mean, there's not even a question. That's the thing. I'm not worried about being tortured, killed, and if we have that attitude, we're going to win. It's the cowering that lets the evil win. It's so good to have courage and be committed. It's not even courage. I don't care. I'm telling the truth. I'm pulling out the stops. I don't have fear anymore. My only fear is that I don't work hard enough to light enough bushfires in the minds of men and women to kick these people's butts, Ernest.
You know, there's a couple of really good points in your movie that I thought, you know, like KRF-One did a great job. You know, and the whole thing was edited very well. But I tell you the one thing, for my generation, people that, you know, kind of know the history, that really had an impact on me. And a lot of people probably didn't realize it. But we had that one segment that the first job that Obama got coming out of college was given to him by Kissinger. He didn't even need to have any more movie. I already got it.
Absolutely. And Geithner got his first job through one of his subsidiaries. I mean, this is a criminal crew. So where does it go from here? How do folks volunteer and get involved to get more Obama deceptions out at that university and other universities? Folks, don't wait. Take action.
If they go on YouTube and you just put in Operation ASU, it'll explode all over the place, and they'll see what we're doing and additional videos that they put up as them actually handing them out on campus and doing different things. And these people are committed. You know, these people, they understand their future. And
we need Ernest, stay there. I'll do a few more minutes with you. We're going to take calls and cover the YouTube stuff on the final half hour coming up. But I want to finish up when we get back. The point is, folks, take action. Devastate the enemy in the info war. Nothing can stop you. Finishing up with Ernest Hancock out there with freedomsphoenix.com. We Are Change, Phoenix, Arizona. Incredibly active out there. Finishing up. What is the response so far? I know I asked this, but I want to hear specifically. I mean, what are the Obamanoids doing and the right-wingers? Because when they see this film, a right-winger goes, oh, good, it's bashing Obama. They watch it and they find out it exposes the controlled right as well, and it shatters their paradigm in the experience I've had. That's what the film's designed to do, is take the blinders off, stop the little false, you know, orbit of left-right around each other's in this binary system. And what is it doing to the left? I mean, who are you finding is the hardest to deprogram out there?
You know, the left, we had a lot of experience with the left in the anti-war part of this. So they were already, when Obama started, you know, bombing Pakistan and adding into Afghanistan and not pulling out of Iraq, I think pretty much the bloom on the rose was done. And this was a very empowering and gave them the idea of where they should be directing their effort. But I tell you, the biggest thing is a lot of the people that were very hardcore Obama supporters, I think they kind of knew that this was all just a sham. It was to bring in what they wanted was the centralized, central planned elite kind of government thing, and they were going to get a part in it.
Exactly. I've talked to the hardcore Obama supporters, and they're like, communism, we're going to get your gun. And I go, well, wait a minute, but Obama works for the banks. That's right. It's a power trip. We're going to suck off the middle class. We're parasites. We're going to get power. Go ahead.
No, I think that's exactly right. So, and you can see a lot of the people that they counted on, and you know when I really started to see it was when we were in Crawford. The blogs that were there, when they mowed down all those Arlington West crosses and so on, the Obama people that were heavy on the blogs, they're from the Freedom House, did not want that reported. And it started to see what was happening. They were there to control the media in such a way as to get the war, the extraction from the war. They tried to get Cindy Sheehan, and this is where their break was, is they wanted her to advocate the slow withdrawal, the removal, not this immediate thing.
And she didn't sell out. She didn't sell out. She kept her soul. Briefly, and then I got to let you go. I'll have you back on, because I was out there quite a few times, but you stayed out there a lot. And I talked to Cindy, too. I interviewed her when I was out at the Denver thing. They came to her, explain what was really happening, how the crosses symbolizing the troops got mowed over, and what they came to her with.
Yeah, no, this whole thing was wanted her to advocate for slow withdrawal, to be what Obama is doing now, and she wouldn't do it, and then she lost favor with this machine that they had. And I could see since then what the Obama machine has all been key individuals that have the ability to do what you're talking about with Google Video and YouTube and all that. They want to eliminate access to disinformation people, and your film has been very effective in us being able to get them exposed to it, and it's had a big impact. These young people are mad, or they're just disillusioned, or whatever, but they're being woken up. And the older generation, you know, I really don't worry about. I've always been of the opinion when I was young in the early 90s that they're just going to have to die off and the next generation come replace it. So I don't even worry about them. It's the youth. It's them. That's why it's notmydebt.com is what we did to put up that you can't indebt the unborn. We have billboards all over Phoenix that is just on that one issue. You cannot indebt the unborn to fund your crap. They will rebel, and we're going to help.
And speaking of that, now Bloomberg's reporting 14.8 trill. It was 12.8 trill. Now they've added $2 trillion on top. At this rate, 1 year from the banker takeover, it'll be 26 trill. 26 trillion. I mean, these numbers, and now the Democrats on top of that want another 92 billion today. And I mean, it's just an orgy of stealing and corruption. I mean, when does it end, Ernest? These people have gone completely over the edge.
Oh, Bernanke's traded his helicopter for a blimp. I mean, there is no limit. They're going to go until Dr. Paul understands. We've understood. Libertarians have known for decades. It's simple math. It's arithmetic. Sooner or later, the dollar goes away. It's what they're going to try and do after that.
That's right. They've got offshore banks. They've got offshore banks. They've got villas outside the country. They don't care. I mean, they admit, we're raping you, we're destroying you, ha, 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 we have SWAT teams, shut up, we rule. And
I'm going to tell you this, Alex, this is a good one. We had these signs, we made a bunch of different signs, we were revolution putting signs all over. And one time we were videotaping, because we had all girls, it was like a dozen women were just making all these signs, and we're videotaping, and they made a sign that said, the Fed did it, with a dollar sign and an arrow going down, the Fed did it. And I asked one girl, Renee Houlihan, she has her own little talk show here, and I said, Renee, the Fed did what? And she goes, they printed money and bought gold with it. If that doesn't sum it up.
They're real bastards, aren't they? And drove down the price so they could gobble it all up. Ernest Hancock, we'll talk to you soon. When is the puppet, the thespian, Shakespearean Academy Award-winning actor showing up in the City of the Sun?
Well, it's supposed to be here May 13th. But, we will have the maximum impact already. I mean, we've already flooded this. When he comes, we're not going to go through the anal probes down there, let individuals do whatever they want, but I'm going to be a tavern, man. I already did my job.
Okay, so, but, I mean, we are encouraging folks to infiltrate in America. Oh, my God, secret police may get us with a few dozen DVDs in their pocket or whatever, to give people inside the brainwashing camp, or as people converge in, the folks from the town to worship the Savior, we can give them the blasphemy then.
Oh, yeah, no, they're doing individuals. We're all about individuals. They can do whatever they want. I wanted to make sure this stuff got out well before, weeks before he even...
And, of course, you are encouraging the students... You're also... I forgot this part. You're also encouraging the students to take the DVDs you've given them and make their own copies.
Oh, absolutely. They're, just even on the covers and information in there, it says that. So it's like, we printed up our own little covers that go with it and instructions and what to do, and this has already taken hold to the point that the mainstream media, the media so last century, are finally starting to get a little attention on this, but it's the campus papers, it's the campus blogs, it's the campus people that are having the most exposure of this, putting it out across the country and inspiring others, as you have.
Ernest,
I understood the power of your movie. I got it right away, and so did these kids.
Ernest, you're awesome. We appreciate you and all the other folks across the country and the world doing this. And we'll talk to you after his lordship has been there. Thank you so much. Ernest Hancock, take care.
Bye.